Hey guys, it's been about 24 hours since I put that green tealish dye in my hair. It came in really uneven. Might be kind of hard to tell from the camera, but pretty much just like these two streaks in the front, like most people nowadays call them like money pieces or whatever, but those came in like bright green. And then the rest of my hair is like absolutely like no change. Which like I expected because I did buy it from like a thrift store, but still I'm not trying to live my head like this. So we're gonna go at another round of hair dye. Although I don't really care about trying to keep it green because I thought it was gonna turn out more of like a blue. So I have the two other hair dyes that I was referencing in the first video. This is more like, I guess you can't see from like the packaging, but it's like a neon pink almost. It looks a lot like a red, but I've dyed my hair with that, so I know what it turns out like. And then I have like a purple. Purple is really hard to see, but maybe you can see through the cap. Well, you still can't really see. Maybe eventually if my videos start doing good, I'll get a better camera. But, so, I don't really want to do pink because a girl I work with has like all pink hair. But I know pink, like pink dye, will stack on this like teal color almost really good. Like make more of like a burgundy slash maroon. So I was thinking of mixing the purple with the pink so that like it's like a burgundy almost is what I'm hoping for. Even if it's like more on the purple side, that's fine. I just don't want it to be fully pink, but I also don't want to go for fully purple. And I don't feel like the purple will stack on the green that good. So I'm just going to mix it and see how it comes out. I've not tried mixing the hair dyes. I'm really worried too with the purple that it'll make more of like a brown. Because I don't like, because well, I guess you might not know. But when you mix a bunch of colors with like Play-Doh and like paint and stuff, it tends to like make like a nasty brown. So I'm gonna start by like I have like this like bowl. I know I should have like a hair dye like safe bowl, but I don't really have the money or effort to go get something like that. I'm just gonna dump out all the red because I'm probably gonna use all of it. Shout out to Colorista though, because that was like the cheapest hair dye at Walmart, but still somehow like works so good. Oh, I got it all over myself. Gosh dang it. I mean, I guess from the first video, you guys should have known that I was about to spill this everywhere. And that really sucks. Oh, I should have bought gloves, but I didn't. Day 2 of no gloves. My hands, I don't know if you could tell, but there's, it's not coming up in video, but there's a lot of blue. Now there's about to be red too. That got it all over my stomach. Sucks too, this is literally a new shirt. I mean, it's not my first time wearing this shirt, but it's still a new shirt. That's much better. Alright, so I got all the like neon pink in there, and I'm gonna add some purple. Hopefully I don't stain the counter too. Looks like I'm at an apartment. This is not my house. But yeah, I was definitely just gonna try to mix like a little bit of purple in there and see how good. I also have like a, it's pretty hard to show up, but it's like an acrylic paint, like for like when you're doing real thick paint. But I figured it would be perfect for this because I'm like, even though I know I'm gonna use my hand for this, like my whole hand will get drenched in paint trying to mix it. So I'm like, I might as well at least try like mixing it with that. So at least it's only the outside of my hand that ends up getting paint on it. Because I will be going places tomorrow. Arctic Fox is the other brand. I don't know if I showed already or not. Arctic Fox is really good. I always wanted to try Manic Panic, I think it's called. I heard they do really good, but like I always see their like little containers and I'm like maybe the dye's pretty good, but like that is such a small thing. Like I'm not trying to get like 5 of those. You know what I mean? And like granted, this seems pretty pricey, but like I know you also get better results with like Manic Panic and like Arctic Fox and stuff. I'll probably update this too once I'm done like rinsing my hair, like pretty much tomorrow. But I guess it doesn't make a difference for you guys because I'm just gonna upload the video all at once. Bro, I can't get out of my mind though. I don't know who else watches this, but it's Mark Anderson. Big Daddy Mark is what he's called. And he makes this like singing videos on like TikTok and like Facebook and stuff. And he went real famous over like the Triple H theme song, like it's time to play the game, like that whole song. He was like singing it and he has like a very choir voice. So it's like it's nice to hear, but it's also like surprising hearing like the game be sung by like more of a choir sounding voice. But I was so shocked, like I saw like a short of it, like him singing in front of like a group of like wrestling fans, and everybody in the comments was just like hating on it, like oh like Triple H should come out and like body slam him and this or that, and he's messing up. And I'm like, okay, I would like to see any one of you in the comments like go in front of that many people and try singing. Because like number one, like just talking in front of people is pretty like nerve wracking. But like I couldn't imagine trying to sing in front of that many people. Like I imagine that being like horrifying. We've almost gotten to the bottom of the bottle. If you're a wrestling fan, put in the bottom of the comments what intro you like. What's your favorite intro? For me, I would say it's Living Color, the CM Punk intro. But not to be controversy, um, I don't care for CM Punk that much. Like, I think he's kind of cool, but like, I don't know. I've heard that like I have too much like I'm on the internet too much for this opinion, but I just think like he like does anything and he's like complaining about it. Like you tell him like, "Oh, go perform this match," and he's like, "Oh, I don't have to do nothing and just like sit down and relax." Like I feel like he's just one of those types of people to like complain about everything, which like I get it because we all go to work and complain, but like, don't sit here and like say like, oh, wrestlers aren't as good as they used to be and blah blah blah. Like, I just feel like he's a bunch of nonsense. I don't know. I did get one of his elites though. Shout out to Ringside. They did a pretty good deal for Black Friday. I was awfully disappointed. Nobody warned me about like how they were gonna do like 6 different Black Friday deals. But it just sucks because like you don't know like because like different days like some figures will go down, but some figures will go up. So like maybe they're clearance still, but they're $3 higher than what they were yesterday. So you really only get the best deal if you know like exactly what days which figures are going off and stuff, which there's no way to know unless you're working for Ringside Exclusives. And it's like I get it as like a person like I get it as like a person that understands business, but like at the same time like why not just do one deal where they're all that cheap and just like sell out quicker than to do like 3 different it's like a great purple. I don't know if you guys could tell what it looks like. I'm not gonna tilt it all the way towards the camera because I don't want it to spill out, but it's like why don't you just do like a better deal but just make it more condensed on how many you could sell. But I get it. I mean, I really do. It just sucks like going like online and like checking the deal again and seeing like one of the figures you bought, like you could have bought like $10 cheaper. It's like, are you serious? Like, you can't return it either to like get the cheaper one. I heard, this is rumors. You cannot claim my comment on this, but I heard that they're really bad at returns. Like, if you didn't get your mail or whatever from them, or like you got it, but like it wasn't the way you wanted or whatever, like one of the elites came broken, like they will not let you return it or at least be like real stingy about it. Like this one guy on Facebook, I saw him saying that like he like went to them and told them what had happened. I guess like somebody must have like stole his elites or whatever. And they said that all they could do was offer him if he buys this same exact stuff that they could give him a discount on it. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like you're gonna make him buy all the same stuff again? Like I get it at the same time because like a lot of people will go on like Amazon and do like really scammy stuff, like say they didn't get stuff even though they did and like things of that nature. I'm like, yeah, like I get why they're so stingy about it. Like even a lot of TikTok businesses will say that like people complain about not getting their product and like or will send the returns because it was the wrong product and suddenly like the lipstick or whatever they sent them is like completely empty. It's like I get it. Cause like I have a lot of like cool nerdy stuff that I want to sell, but it's like marketplace on Facebook isn't that good. Cause like people just open stuff, not respond. They'll like ask you to like go really low and then ask you like drop it off too, and it's like it's pretty frustrating by itself. And then it's like eBay like is more terrifying because could you imagine like shipping off like $200 worth of stuff because it's not worth it if you do like $5 like if you do it at such a small amount where it's like okay like if it goes missing like it's okay because I still have the item. It's like okay but like nobody's gonna pay $10 on shipping for a $5 item that they could go find at their thrift store or like flea market, either way. So it's like you have to do these bigger bundles if you really want to make your money. But it's like these bigger bundles, you're putting yourself at such a more risk of like losing your stuff and not getting no money for it. So it just sucks because it's such like a double-edged sword. And it's like, okay, you could always bring up, like, why don't you sell stuff on, like at the flea market? It's like, okay, you could do that, but, like, nobody's gonna go to the flea market usually with, like, intentions of spending, like, big amounts of money. And at flea markets, usually they charge to set up. Like, let's say you're setting up outside, they're gonna want a certain amount, or if you, like, have, like, a little space in there for monthly, like in the building, they're gonna want a certain cut of that. And that's like, okay, not only is it hard enough to get people as is, but now I'm gonna have to factor in a rent amount. And it's like, okay, so it's already getting so low on the amount that I'm gonna get. And then on top of that, you're taking a portion, like, just so you can get rent? Like, are you serious? All right, there's a little bit left in here. I'm gonna grab scissors. I'll be right back. Alright. What a shame to ruin my good scissors. I wanted to buy, like, some cheaper, like, I guess kitchen scissors is the word. But, like, cheap, strong scissors. So, like, when things happen like this, I don't ruin good scissors. But I just haven't got the chance to yet. We've made a cut. Yeah, no, I know a lot of people say that, like, their experiences with, like, eBay and stuff like that are, like, overall good. But I don't know, maybe I'm holding myself back with the fear of it. But I just could imagine, like, sending someone, like, $150 worth of stuff and it not going the way you want. I think hair bottle, like, makers, like, the makers of hair dye and stuff, we should try to get, like, some type of bottle that's easier to open instead of having to cut it. Because, like, look at all this hair dye I would have, like, I guess you can't see, but I would have missed out on so much hair dye if I didn't cut this open. Well, I guess that's what they want. Because if you miss out on hair dye, you have to buy multiple things of it. What I really should have did is, like, put like a wash rag under, like, this hair dye bowl. It's okay though, we'll figure it out. We got this. I hope everyone had a good Christmas, by the way. I know for me, mine was okay. Because, like, I'm pretty far away from my family. But on top of that, like, my boyfriend's family, most of them are sick with pneumonia. I heard that apparently there was, like a virus of it going around. It's like, that's crazy. But it's really just that time of season. Everybody's getting sick. And then, you know what's the craziest part is, like, I didn't catch pneumonia, which is, like, good, that's great. But then some girl at work showed up sick. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I'm really trying to not get sick right now, and then you got people showing up to work sick, which is like, I get it, because like when you're sick and you're working at a place, like most jobs don't like let you just call off and like take no points. Because like if you did, a lot of people would like abuse that. Which is like, I get that, but like at the same time, like then you're like pretty much promoting people to come in sick. Alright, that bottle's pretty clear. I think it's gonna end up turning out a lot more purple than anything because of how much purple is added. But I also think it'll definitely have like a lot of pink underhues and stuff. Alright guys, even though I put my hair to the side, I'm gonna part it from the center. If you see me looking to the side, it's because my mirror is over here. I wanted to put the phone like across from me, like vertically. But the issue is, to do that I would have to like either tape my phone to the mirror or open up the mirror and put it on this like shelf that's behind the mirror. But it's like then I won't be able to see the mirror and I'll just be looking at like the phone, which is like, it's okay to do that, but like I just can't see that well, and I really shouldn't be doing it from the phone, especially with my luck so far in hair dye. Usually it's not this bad. Like I've dyed my hair plenty of times before, and it typically 9 times out of 10 does not turn out this bad. I'm obviously not going to apply it all with this. I'm just trying to wipe off that excess. Although I feel like it won't be that bad of an idea, but I don't feel like it'll work that fast. Shout out to anybody watching me right now. I appreciate it. I'm gonna love and cherish all my subscribers, even if I end up getting big. That's what I really like about YouTubers, is like when you do come across them that like end up getting popular and still have like love for their fans and stuff. Like Penguins Yo is like a really good example of that. Like he became pretty popular and is still really nice to his fans. I can't believe that he like gives away so much. Like, not that he's wrong for doing that, just like oh my gosh, like, because like I know Mr. Beast does too, but like there's also a lot of speculation about like Mr. Beast doing like fake giveaways and stuff. Whereas like Penguins Yo, there's no speculation on at least what I've seen. Like I've seen stuff like videos on like, oh, Penguins Yo, this dude isn't a good guy, but like never related to like, oh, because he does fake giveaways. It's always like, oh, he isn't a good guy because he wasn't truthful in this Sneeko drama. And I'm like, what? There was also that time he was like, people tried saying he was like promoting that OnlyFans girl or whatever. I don't remember the exact situation. I'm not gonna link it in the comments. You're gonna have to look for it. There was like some issue of like he was shaming a situation that I guess was slightly similar, but in the other one he wasn't really shaming the situation. And And I guess people are calling him out for it a lot, but that ain't my business, ain't my issue. Big reminder to all you at home hair dyers, always get your sideburns. Any sideburns you might have, always try to get them. I know a lot of girls cut theirs off, which like I usually try to keep mine on the like lighter side, just because like I'm not trying to freaking walk around like looking like Elvis, like. But at the same time, like I think it looks weird when it's completely shaved because it makes like your whole under like face look really chubby, even if you like especially if you already have one. I'll give you guys a tour of the back right now. Yeah, I don't know though. It's hard to say with like a lot of those issues though, because like everybody has their own opinions and stuff about like what shouldn't be and what should be and like who did right and wrong and like this or that. But like it's funny because like I feel like we as people fight so much, and like majority of our fights are just like miscommunication. Like I think that's the like craziest part of it. Found a dry spot. My boyfriend thinks that I like the hair dye was good, that I just didn't leave it in long enough. So I'm gonna make sure to wait till I fully apply this, then time it. Even though like it just sucks because like if I time it from the start, then definitely some pieces are gonna be like a lot like less potent than others because they didn't have enough time to sit. But that's like if I time it at the end, then some pieces of hair are gonna get like really overcooked with the hair dye. Because like granted it's not as bad as bleach, but like at the same time it's still not good for your hair. Like granted, if I was that worried about my hair, I wouldn't be doing it at all, but still. This honestly does not feel that good because there's a good chunk of hair dye left and I'm like all the way covered with my hair. At least all that I can see. If you do see this and you want to give me tips, go ahead, unless it's splitting all my hair and wearing gloves. Because I know I'm wrong by not doing that, and I'm not changing that. I mean, I will eventually. It's just right now I'm not that prepared. Which, granted, you should wait till you're fully prepared before doing any hair. But it's one of those 3 a.m. type decisions. Alright, guys. Purple hands. I'm gonna stop the video. Probably wait about 50 minutes, I guess, maybe. Rinse out my hair, and then I'll make a video tomorrow showing you how it looks, if it turned out equally as terrible or what. Maybe I'll make a video and then 2 minutes later I'll show you me dyeing it brown or black if it's that bad. Alright, see ya. Hey guys, this is the final product. I know it looks more like a burgundy on camera, but in person it's definitely a lot more of a purple. Ended up turning out pretty even. I will say it definitely makes me want to give myself a haircut because like I think it was last time like I used like shears on my hair. I feel like I did a good job, but I'm not a hairstylist, so but I ended up really like making it pretty choppy, which it doesn't look too bad right now, but I definitely feel with like certain angles like it looks a lot worse than others. But I'm overall pretty happy with it. It's a lot better than that blue-green like teal color that was happening. I will say I do think it'll end up looking a lot better when my roots come in because like it'll fade into the purple really evenly and look nice. But yep. Thanks for joining me in this tour.